Fury's going to make a hell of a lot of money to fight Ngannou, as is Ngannou to fight Fury. But does Ngannou have a chance? I mean, that's a fight where you can really write off an opponent in that. I don't think Ngannou has a chance in the slightest to win. Almost, when you listen to people, you would almost think that people are giving Ngannou more of a chance than Dubois against Usyk, which is baffling to me. But that's boxing, and that's the boxing world at the minute. But disappointed me personally that Fury is fighting an MMA guy who is having his first professional fight as a boxer.
It's heavyweight boxing.
Right.
He's never done any boxing.
This doesn't apply to Ngannou.
It doesn't really apply to Ngannou. At least Conor McGregor had some form of amateur pedigree before he did. So that's why he was able to sort of maintain a few rounds. It looked like a legitimate boxing match when they were in there. Maybe because Mayweather allowed it to. But is Tyson Fury going to make it entertaining for us? That's the only thing I'm wondering. Is he going to go out there and just dispatch him? Or is he going to tie him up, get him tired, play with him, hit him some body shots, and put on a show? The way Mayweather put on a show with Conor McGregor. That was a show. I was there ringside. Fantastic fight. Enjoyed it. Although it was someone who hadn't boxed and someone who has, it was still a spectacle and I enjoyed it. There was a bit of drama here and there. I think Tyson Fury is good enough to make it entertaining for us. I'm hoping he will, or he could go out there like he did against Deontay Wilder the second time and just smoke him.
Now look,
that won't be that entertaining. Right. I'd rather him drag it out 6-7 rounds, play with him though, and bust him up, and show why there's differences between professional boxers and MMA fighters.
That he has power. If you let him hit you, he can hit you really hard, and it's going to hurt. So Fury needs to keep on the ball because he doesn't want to get nailed by him.
You've seen Mike Tyson training him. You've been in the ring with him. If you're in the corner with him, what's the strategy that gives him the best chance to beat Tyson?
I think get closer distance and work inside, and he can throw like really powerful hooks and start and crosses. So I think and with what Mike Tyson's getting him to do, I think that'll be effective because to avoid the jab and the long range shots from Fury. So I'm really interested in seeing how the fight plays out. And it only takes one shot in heavyweight boxing. So,
what's your odds on an Ngannou win?
Sorry?
What's your odds on an Ngannou win? How likely you think it is?
I think it's unlikely, but he's got a chance. It's similar like the Dubois Usyk fight on, what was it, last weekend or whenever it was? Yeah. So it's kind of similar like that. So there's a chance. And
yeah, 100%. I think it was Mike Tyson that said that he hasn't had any professional boxing fights. It's not fights. He is obviously he's called a few people out. So yeah, it's difficult as well because personally, I would, if I was obviously Tyson Fury shoe, I feel like taking a fight with Usyk would be more understandable because if Tyson Fury loses against Francis Ngannou, it's what's happened? Do you get what I mean? But obviously with Usyk, it's alright because he's a boxer, whereas with Tyson Fury, it's an MMA fighter. But yeah, it's all entertainment at the end of the day. So,
how much chance do you actually give Ngannou in that? I think everybody says he's got a massive.
100. I have 100. Probably about 35.
He's not selling it like he has got great hands. He's selling it on that I'm the big, strong guy. I never hit you once. So if I can connect just once with this, I've got a chance of knocking you down. And that's why it's going to be entertaining because I don't know if Fury can stop him. So that means for, 10, 12 rounds, you just never know. You're all going to be it's almost that Deontay Wilder effect. If he just catches him. So I think that's what they're selling it on. He's not a great boxer. He's not going to learn how to box in 6 months. If anyone thought that was going to happen, then maybe they need to watch another sport. You can't learn the sport of boxing that quick. But it's going to be exciting. It's going to be entertaining. I'm not that happy with it, but it's there. So I'm going to watch it because I'm a fight fan and there's a good undercard as well. A very good undercard, in fact. So it is what it is. It is what it is. And you're right, not too far. What, 28th of October? So yeah, a month away. It's a crazy end to the year schedule that boxing or exhibition fights have got coming up.
I spoke to a couple of people who sparred with him, and they said that he shapes up well and so forth. But they all said that when he When he lands a shot, you know you've been hit. And anything can happen. Anything can happen in these type of events. Tyson won't take it lightly. For me, as I've said from the beginning, I can't see him outboxing Tyson. I can't see Tyson, by the way, getting up on his toes and you know, fighting off the back foot, because he's not done that for his last 4 or 5 fights. I see it genuinely being a shootout, because that's how Tyson's been. You only got to see those fights he's had with Deontay Wilder. He's planted his toes and he stood there and he's let bombs go. And he was on the floor a couple of times in his last fight as a result of that. So this fella's dangerous. He's a big, big lump. I mean, I've seen him in the flesh. I was standing next to him. He's a big guy. In his way, in his way, he fancies the job. He's got nothing to lose and everything to gain. And they're dangerous. That's a dangerous situation. So that's where we are. Do I expect Tyson to win? Yes, I do, because I expect him to beat anybody in a boxing ring. Anybody.
1 week away from Fury and Ngannou, your prediction?
I think Fury gets the job done. This is about Tyson Fury. It's the Tyson Fury show, and I'd be very surprised if anything else.
It's a total mismatch. I mean, can we just have the opportunity to say it's a 34 fight, 33 and 1 draw, heavyweight world champion, #1 in the world, against a man that has never put on a pair of boxing gloves in a professional ring. And the British Boxing Board of Control are sanctioning that fight between 2 non-British boxing license holders in Saudi Arabia. The whole thing's a money grab. It's great entertainment. It's a total mismatch, but it's going to be a great event. So good luck to him.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting crossover. We've seen it before, like you say, with Mayweather and McGregor and stuff, and that was a good spectacle, and it was an interesting fight while it went on as well. So I think this has all the makings to be the same, but then you puff them people up 10 times the size, and you've got 2 absolute monsters in the ring. And then that leaves a few more question marks on how it might turn out, or what the outcome might be, and how it might go down. I think that's why it's so captivating for a lot of people, is that there's still a lot of question marks around it could go one way or the other.
Listen, that's a show boxing, yeah? It's not a title fight, it's not box break fight, it's just only a promotion fight. Who is the best right now in this sport? MMA against boxing. So if he lose, he is still #1 in boxing. It will not change. It will nothing change for Fury, you know?